to the show, Atlantic City Comedy Club's studio audience. As the man said, I will be your host this evening. I am POPPA RUS GUTIN, a Jew. Thank you, you're welcome, or I apologize, sir. I know my people and our space laser are not popular with everybody, and quite frankly, I get it, but I want to get off on the right foot with everybody, so I just want to say up front, I apologize on behalf of my people. Give it up for this Jew, Atlantic City. Come on now. Not that Jew, sir. Just this one. Baby steps to the top, baby. Okay? Now listen, studio audience. As your host and warm-up act this evening, I am also going to coach you guys up to be the most amazing audience for comedy, the most amazing studio audience in the world. And I'm going to milk you guys for several sets of cheap applause here at the top of the show here tonight to keep the positive energy going, okay, miss? As a comedian, I'm going to give you information or tidbits about my life and then get or even demand the cheap applause. That's how this comedy thing works for you beautiful motherfuckers. Are you guys ready? Come on, give me some noise now. All right, so let's try the first one, okay, sir? So just to reintroduce myself one more time, I am your host this evening. I am POPPA RUS GUTIN. I am a little Jew stoner hobbit who is very aware that I look exactly like Latino Jimmy Neutron or Puerto Rican Zoolander with this haircut and face. Thank you, I'm aware of this. Laughing a little too hard, sir. Very hurtful, okay? But here's where the cheap applause come in, though, everybody, because even though I'm a Jewish, me and my beautiful Guinea Catholic Italian wife have two little beautiful pizza bagel little kids. Rocco Giovanni, our 9-year-old kindergartner, and Sophia Beatrice, our 5-year-old kindergartner. This is where you give it up for me, studio audience. And my junk, sir, thank you. My junk and I did it, sir, it's true. I got my wife pregnant on accident twice, sir, lickety split, no problem. I'm extremely potent. You know what I'm talking about, player. I can tell by looking at you. Game, recognized, game, etc. And you too, Pappy, I can tell. You still got a few good swimmers in there, Pappy. You're gonna put the spurs to Mammy tonight. Give it up for Pappy and his back power. And thank you for fighting in the Great War, by the way, Pappy. Thank you for our freedom. What was Abraham Lincoln really like? Thank you so much. Give it up for Pappy one more time. But listen, studio audience, the real reason I am so glad to be fully vaccinated and finally allowed out of the house again after the pandemic and to talk to all of you beautiful grown people here tonight, sir, is not to tell you jokes about my son. As it turns out, my son is actually pretty friendly and easygoing and delightful. He doesn't give me a lot to work with as a comedian, to be honest. He's not pulling his weight in the household. He needs to get a fucking job, okay, all right? He's 9 years old, sir. In some other countries, he would already be the assistant manager of that sweatshop by now. He needs to step his game up, okay? But the real reason, ladies, I am so glad to be talking to all you grown people here tonight is to tell you about my daughter. Sophia Beatrice, ladies, okay? Because I don't want you to get the wrong idea, even though I'm going to make jokes about her up here. I love my daughter very much. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I love my daughter so much. She's my heart. She's my world. I love my daughter so much. I'm just not sure that I miss her when I'm outside of the house, you understand, okay? But I love my daughter very much, other ladies. I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? Because I can prove it, okay? Because I'm going to get a big awe out of everybody in the studio audience when I say this next part about my daughter, like it's an episode of Full House in here, okay, all right? Because this is true, everybody. If I were to describe to you the way that my daughter looks to look at her, she looks like an American Girl doll or a Pixar character come to life. She is so adorable. Oh, come on, everybody. Oh. But, sir, if I were to describe my daughter's personality to you, it would be that of a lady wrestler in 1987 of the Women Wrestlers of Glow, or the enforcer on a ladies roller derby team somewhere in Pennsylvania or up at Poughkeepsie on a white trash Saturday night, okay, sir? Because my daughter has the personality of a fucking chainsaw, okay, sir? That's what I'm trying to tell you, everybody. She's a little tyrant, a little 5-year-old tyrant. Kim Jong-Sophion, that's what we call her around the house when we think she can't hear us because we're scared of her, okay, sir? So Vladimir Putin, that's what we call this tiny dictator around the house, okay? And I'm not exaggerating, everybody, because my daughter is very particular. She's very temperamental, everybody. So this is true about my daughter, okay? When my daughter gets home in the afternoon, if my daughter does not like what programs I am offering her to watch on the Netflix, or what snacks I am offering her to eat after the kindergarten or the summer camp. This is true. My daughter will walk over to whatever table or surface nearby is covered in items, walk over to it, wind up and say, "Nah, not this, and clears the fucking table. Not this. She even does the sliding double-handed table clear, sir. Fucking goldfish and animals everywhere. It's like shrapnel in a fucking war movie, okay, sir? I turn into Gerard Butler in all of his disaster movies. I'm like, run for your lives. She's on the loose. There's no telling what she's capable of. Take cover. She's a fucking table clearer, Pappy. She's a fucking table clearer. I couldn't believe it the first time. I couldn't believe it the 16th time, okay? Now, the first thing I had to do, everybody, obviously, as a responsible father, who also happens to be a comedian in this situation, of course, sir, is try not to laugh, because it is hysterical and delightful, especially if she's dressed as Elsa or Anna from Frozen 2. It adds a whole level of terror and hysterics to it, okay, sir? I don't know if you've ever seen anybody actually clear a surface in a fit of rage right in front of you with your waking eyes in real life, but it's hysterical and delightful. And side note, sir, you and I would never taste such freedom as adults, right? We would be arrested or divorced for that behavior. Not Sophia. She just goes about her day eating more goldfish and animals that I gotta get for her. Too fucking sweet, because I'm terrified of this tiny princess, okay, everybody? Let me tell you something, all right? Most scary Rapunzel from Tangled you've ever seen in your life, sir. You have never felt real fear until a little girl dressed as the Little Mermaid brandishes a go-gurt as a weapon at you, okay? True fear, okay? Now, the second thing I had to do, everybody, I had to put on my detective hat, and I had to try to figure this out, because I thought to myself, this is quite the mystery for me to solve, right, Pappy? Because I thought to myself, Sophia Beatrice was only 4 years old when she started doing this table clearing. Where could she have possibly learned this table clearing move so early in life? Right, sir? Right, miss? What kind of sick fuck child program are we showing my kids on the Disney Junior, the Netflix, or the PBS Kids, where the lead characters are just clearing shit off of tables, okay? Well, I will tell you other, sir. As a Jew, with my intellect, I'm a pretty good Jew as far as Jews go, okay? I'm not a doctor Jew, I'm not a math Jew, but I decided to do all the research on the programming we've been showing my children. I did all my due diligence, if you will, for any of you taxpayers out there. There's one or two. Oh, look, an actuary, okay? And I did all the research on the programming we show my children, sir. And you know what I discovered? Not once did I see Elmo or Daniel Tiger clear a fucking table at the preschool when they didn't give a toy or juicy juice they want to share and make a goddamn song about it. So it's not the programming we're showing my children, right, miss? Me and my wife seem like pretty good parents so far, right, miss? Do not answer that, miss, and do not call child services, miss. I have seen that look many times at the Target, many times, okay, all right? But ladies, that's why I'm so glad that there are so many lovely ladies here tonight. Where's all the ladies at? Make the noise, ladies. Make some noise. Single ladies, married ladies, divorced ladies, love all the ladies, okay? Because ladies, Sherlock Russ has put together the clues, and I have solved the mystery where Sophia is getting this table clearing behavior from, okay, ladies? Because do you know what show my daughter watches with my wife almost every other day on demand? The Real Housewives. Thank you, miss in the back. Ding, 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 ding. Survey says the Real fucking Housewives of every fucking city, too, everybody. The season premiere, the reunion wrap-up, the vacation bloopers, the one on the boat, the one with the black doctors, the Shaws with the sunsetting, the Vanderpumping of the rules. It doesn't matter, miss. If it's on Bravo, my girls are all in for that shit. They watch what happens, okay? You silver fox, Andy-looking pappy motherfucker, I love you, okay? All right? And you know, male or female, if you've ever seen one episode of any season of any Real Housewives, you would know that the table clear is all of those ladies' go-to moves, right? Right, ladies? It's like a finishing move in Mortal Kombat. They all have one, right? And they still do it nowadays on the newer seasons. But we're here in New Jersey. I remember the original, the OG, Teresa Giudice from the New Jersey one. I remember her going off and being like, I can't believe you didn't invite me to your bachelorette party for your third marriage in Turks and Caicos. Not this! And she does like the Philly special, double reverse, double helix, fucking table clear kick flip, Giudice smash! Giudice angry, right? So I was so excited, everybody. Ladies, in the moment when I solved this mystery and I figured this all out, okay, sir? Because Sophia cleared a table for the third time in the same week, and all of a sudden, it all came together for me, and I figured it out, and I turned to my wife and I said, oh my God, it's you! You did this! You're the bad influence! Oh my God, something's finally fucking your fault! Yes! You and those housewives are turning our daughter into a fancy piece of shit! Oh my God, this is the greatest day of my life since the Eagles won the fucking Super Bowl! I was so fucking excited! Sweet fucking vindication! It wasn't me! Thank you, Giants fans. Fuck you. Shaq. Okay? All right. Now, the point of the story is two things, okay? One, mamas, do not let your daughters grow up to be Real Housewives, right, Pappy? That's a country song I should be commissioning. Call Toby Keith, you're white, I assume you all know each other, okay, all right? But two, the second point of this story is, ladies, is how fucking stupid I am, and how sad it is that it took me so long to put this mystery together, okay, everybody? Because I should have been able to read the signs earlier. I should have been able to see the clues, sir, right? I should not have been like Tom Hanks in the Da Vinci Code, weaving the international intrigue together. I should have been able to read the signs and read the clues, everybody, because true story, my daughter's third and fourth words were Botox and vaginal rejuvenation. It's true, miss. I didn't even know what vaginal rejuvenation was. My daughter had to explain it to me, even though she's in kindergarten. And listen, sir, if you don't know what vaginal rejuvenation is, don't worry, I'm going to explain it to you the way my daughter explained it to me, everybody. Apparently, vaginal rejuvenation is when these Jew surgeons in Beverly Hills takes a lady's Land Rover and turns it into a Ford Focus. Who knew medical science is